Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Black Prince Gaming and we're back today on Total War Rome 2. We're going to be continuing off our campaign here with our next enemies. Well, the next enemy I want to go after is probably the Greeks. We left them alone for a little while. We've taken over the Italian peninsula, and due to our war against all the 4 different Celtic armies that we were fighting, we now obviously are looking to move southwards. Brilliant, our spy went in and she got caught straight away. So you know what, we're taking that as our casus belli for war, I guess. So let's go ahead, we're going to declare war against the Illyrian Confederation. They have no allies, they actually have enemies all around them. Okay, that's showing a very quick and easy battle. I thought there was an army here. Did the army move? The army did move. Okay. Well, I guess we will probably auto-resolve this one then. There's no point fighting a settlement that it's just going to be something like that. I've waited, yeah, I know. I waited so many turns for the spy to do work, and the spy just failed me immediately. And it said like a 65% chance. I've won on like 40%. But there we go. The garrison has been absolutely crushed. We will go ahead and occupy the region. And I guess do we just go straight on to the next battle then? I think I probably will. I mean, they're looking pretty weak and undefended too, so they have no allies. Oh, they are all the way over here though. Oh, and the Illyrian Confederation actually has some stuff over here in Thracia. Okay, so we are not done with actually fighting them yet. That might be where their armies went. They retreated out to Thracia. Oh, there we go. Just another nice, simple battle for our armies here. We'll take a defensive stance, and we will win that with ease. And that's 2 beautiful new bits of conquest, like, immediately. This is a really concerning load time. Why aren't you loading, game? Everything else has ran smoothly. Does the game fear the power of my army? I did try and stream this a couple times the other day, however, there were some issues with the game and it wouldn't load up battles or load into the battle. So I actually had a look on Reddit and I found the solution to it, which is if you go into Task Manager while the game is open and you turn off one of your CPU cores from running the game, maybe a couple more if that doesn't work, but essentially it allows the computer to continue to do stuff in the background at the same time, so it does let you load into battles. I didn't really know that was going to be a huge issue, but anyway, we're here. So we have finished out our conquest of sort of the Dalmatian province here, Illyria, and yes, now we are down fighting Tylus. I believe there was someone else as well that we took this land off of, but either way, we are down here, we are fighting to continue the expansion of Rome into sort of Bulgarian land and then down into Greece, where Sparta seems to be becoming quite the regional power out here with 3 cities. So let's go ahead and jump on in. Let's end our turn. I believe someone is going to come to attack us. Now we know this because, like I said, I've had to reload this turn so many times to try and get it working, but hopefully we now have things working. They want peace. I don't want peace. Yeah, it's the Illyrian Confederation. They're the other people that we have a war with. Okay, so we've got, here we go, a big army coming in against our 3rd Legion. Let's go ahead and see if we can't fight this on the battlefield. And there we go, it's loading. Oh my god, that's so good to see. Okay, here they come. There we go, you can see the flaming arrows finding their marks pretty quickly. Okay, that's great work. And now we'll pull back these guys as a secondary line. We'll take off their skirmish mode and put them back onto standard shot. And now what we're going to do is we're going to bring the Triari round. Come on. Bring you guys round. Maybe see if you can't get involved. Tie in that cavalry. Okay, let's grab some guys and let's start moving in. Let's start attacking. Let's go for it. I mean, if they're only going to amass on one sort of flank, why don't we just amass on one flank as well? Let's get things in for the offensive. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. These guys are getting hit from a lot of directions. Maybe defensive Testudo will be their friend. Okay, come on, let's get the troops marching in. Let's get them moving. There we go, grab all of these guys. Let's try and send them here onto the flanks maybe. And then you guys get there. Perfect, okay. The general is here. We will put him in a defensive testudo as well. Let's just make sure that he is secure and ready for whatever could be happening. And then, yeah, you guys, let's get you a little bit more secure here. These guys are going to take an absolute battering, which isn't great, but, you know, you take what you're given here. Okay, rush round. We could encircle their general here into the mass of this, which would be really good for us. Okay, come on, charge, move through, hopefully. You guys now come in from the back. Yep, perfect. Okay, a couple more armies moving. Yeah, these guys, they're valiantly holding the lines. Same with these Triari here, who are just holding out against a lot of men coming in. But it should be worth it if we can get their general like we are. Maybe you guys should actually start manoeuvring across, seeing if you can't help out with some of this battle. These guys are actually breaking the levy freemen that are here. Okay, this is actually going so well for our men. And there goes the enemy general. The enemy general is dead. Look at that. And yeah, look at the rest of them that are just stuck in there. So that is very good damage. We're managing to press in early on. Let's try and get to these Triari. Maybe see if you guys can't hit the flank as well. Perfect, look at that. Look at these horsemen just getting rained on with spears. That is horrific for them. They just absolutely went, like 20 units just got, well, at least 20 of them that I saw got wiped out in that one big hit. Okay, let's get these guys moving, get these guys onto the fronts. Maybe let's actually get some men going up here. Okay, yeah, starting to see some big routing here from some of these guys. General, is there any way you can inspire these troops? Oh, that is the full rout. That is the full rout of their armies. Amazing. What a victory that was. Let's end the battle. It was a decisive victory. Let's have a look. Considering they deployed the exact same amount of us, we lost 523 men to their 2,389. So yeah, we just absolutely cleaned them off the map. That is so good. Okay, this shouldn't be too tough a battle, but we will go in and go for the conquest. You will all start with flaming shot. Oh, hold on. Actually, let's fully go here and just try and cut their units out from making the reinforcements. That's actually a much better tactic. So let's go like that. Let's stretch ourselves a nice long line of defense. And we'll basically just try and stop them from getting to this town, getting in here and defending. Because that's going to be way better for our troops if we can stop that and cut that out before it happens. Okay, these guys are all using flaming shot. And then they will all be on skirmish modes. They will pull back if an enemy troop comes too close. But yeah, it looks like they're about to get absolutely obliterated. So where are the first missiles? First missiles are coming in. Yeah, flaming missiles straight for these levy freemen. Yeah, I mean, that should be doing a lot of morale damage, if not just regular damage as well. Yeah, look at the morale shaking already. Okay, let's pull the line back. There we go, pull them all back onto standard shot. And then, yeah, we've got all of our battle lines here to go in and try and just smash through their forces here that are coming in for reinforcement waves. Let's spy these troops close. Are the enemy even trying to come out the town? Doesn't look like they've even thought to come out the town to help their men getting in here. Yeah, I mean, let's get people moving, let's get them going. And yeah, like, it's almost immediately routing this reinforcements force, because these are the guys we just crushed out, so they were running back to the town. Yeah, this is clearly one of their sort of stronger units, these Oathsworn. So you know what, I'm going to actually just bring these guys around and into the back of them, while these guys hopefully march up and deal with some of these ranged units that they've got there. Perfect, and this will just be a crushing blow looking at this. There we go, charge on in, let's get them cleared out, let's stop them from being a big issue to us. There we go, the army is starting to move through these Celtic tribesmen. It looks like their shields are starting to shatter and break, as well as some of these Celtic skirmishers are getting hits. And there we go, as the lines move forward, you can see the spears get thrown, and now we are into them, hitting these two units here, the lines. There we go, just do your best to make your path round maybe. You guys maybe straight through if possible. Looks like a few of them are making the line straight through. And yeah, these guys are immediately wavering. Oh, look at that maneuver there. Just flipped a man over his shield and took him out. But yeah, the men are just absolutely running through here for the rout. They do not stand a chance of really holding. Okay. Perfect. Let's go ahead and occupy Nevissos. And we will auto-resolve against the final routing forces. I mean, it's an 100% remaining force, so they didn't stand a chance against us. Yeah, we lost no one to that fight, and we killed all but 8 of them, who will sell back to whoever wants them. Okay, this army then, let's get them manoeuvring on their way to Pella. Okay, Pella just has sort of a basic defense. I might fight it just to have a look at the city. Yeah. I think that's what I'm probably going to do here. Okay, start the deployment, because yeah, this is, well, the Macedonian capital. And it is very cool to look at, to be fair. Look at that. I think our best avenue of attack would be somewhere along here. Or is it this stretch of wall? Maybe it's this stretch of wall, actually. So, let's go ahead and get all of these guys over there. And yeah, here we go. We're starting to move up onto the walls. They're very unopposed because their troops are still making their way in from the beaches. This is great. There we go. These guys are going to come up completely unopposed. These guys are going to jump straight into it. These guys are taking a bit of fire from the gatehouse, but then I guess the maneuver will be to try and take the gatehouse. So yeah, is there a chance of them sort of doing that, I guess? There we go, you guys, let's get you straight attacking this. You guys as well. Yeah, straight up attacking there. you guys. Will that start to capture the gatehouse maybe along there? But yeah, now let's go ahead and get our ranged units up onto the walls. And then get our legions moving up onto the walls as well, because we want to defend a lot of this spot as the enemies start to come up, probably. Okay, let's get all the velites up here. Let's see if we can't get them onto the walls. Here comes the actual army in now to fight. That's going to be pretty crazy to get them to fight. And then yeah, these guys really need to be in these sort of positions here so they can just do their best to defend these walls. There goes the gatehouse falling. It does look like it's free to be conquered, so if we can take that, we can move our men in, which would be great. And that's when we can start to use the battlements against them sort of majorly here. Come on. Yeah, in comes the charge, the clash. There's the spear throws going in. There's their spear throws back at us. There we go. Celtic tribesmen will be destroyed. And look, it actually looks like they're trying to leave now. Okay, so can any more of you maybe start getting down here? That's the real question now. Let's see if we can't get some men flooding down and through. I mean, I guess most importantly, let's clear out the walls first. But yeah, we do have this tower that looks like it's doing some good damage to some of their units out here. And yeah, we've got the majority of their forces now tied up. And some of our archers, or some of our velites are starting to get there to good positions on the walls. Look at that. Just using the enemy walls against them. Okay, let's try and maneuver these men around. See if we can't get some attacks into the side or the rear of our enemy. Yeah, there we go. Let's push in there. Likewise with you guys. Let's see if you can't come out here. Maybe just start hitting a little bit in the side. There we go. Perfect. And now that's a good line that we're holding here. You guys, let's get you up. There we go, another spear wave going straight through these Celtic tribesmen. I mean, half of them are gone before we even hit the clash against them. And there we go, yeah, the charge in, they're shaken. These guys too, like look at that, 30 of them gone in the spear salvo. Yeah, this is getting savage for them. They're trying to bring in more troops. Let's see if we can't bring some men round for that. There we go, we are in. Let's go, Romans. Yeah, look at all the arrows just firing, all the spears getting thrown down from the walls. All these men still trying to pour out and round. Yeah, they are completely routing in the settlement. There we go, and Pella is now ours. So, okay, yeah, you guys wait there, and then we'll link up to face these men here. That'll be the best plan. Unless, let's go and have a look. Do these guys, diplomacy, will they take a peace treaty and become a client state of ours? They might. Okay, they don't want the trade agreement. What else could I offer them? Don't tell me about military access. I know what military access is. So what if we offer them 1,000? Okay, how little do we actually have to offer them? 130 gold for a peace treaty and making them a client state.
For my people, I accept.
I mean, that's a great deal. You're telling me I don't have to continue fighting all over here and I can focus the Greeks down and have these guys just fight for me and keep this frontier safe. That is brilliant. And I think they took out, yeah, they took out the other Illyrian Confederation cities. So yeah, we basically just have like a Bulgaria now. that's on our side. Amazing work. Let's move up the navy too, and then I guess these guys, well, this is going to be just everyone coming in, the entire army. Why does it say about that? Did I have a treaty with them? I don't think I did.
War. Cower before Rome.
Okay,
Siege to the settlement.
here we go. Oh, our other army isn't actually coming in, so they're a bit delayed in getting here. But let's go for the assault. We've got the navy coming in as well. So the plan is we're going to try and blast them to pieces with the navy. Let's break off a section, maybe. Let's see if they won't form a formation over here and really do some damage and break ground, maybe. Yeah, there we go. We got these pikemen here. There we go. Start sending men forward. Then you guys come into the rear of this attack, maybe. And you guys have put probably enough fire into them now. Let's start moving over to standard shot, where you'll do a little bit less damage to our men coming in. Let's get the mob cleared out. Okay, come on, let's use the beaches to our advantage here. Triari, move up, see if you can't intercept this citizen cavalry that's coming. Yes, look at the men descending, look at the spear volleys coming in against this pikeman wall. And yeah, look at that, we are in from a lot of angles there. Push. Move in. Hellenic Royal Cavalry, yes, go for it. Let's get these men killed, get the general taken out. Let's fire some artillery maybe into some of their back ranks. Okay, maneuver forward. Maybe maneuver up and round if possible. You guys, let's try and flood you in, get you into some of this combat here. Come on. This is very important now, is getting these guys round and into the flanks. Looks like the battle on the beach is going very well. There you go, Tarentine Cavalry. Let's move up and see if you guys can't take them out. Try and hit these militia hoplites. There we go, that's their general gone. General is dead. There we go, the rocks are starting to fall. Here comes the new army, that's definitely it. Okay, all of you naval ships, let's get you hitting some of this then. Okay, do whatever you can. There we go, let's try and hit round there. Yeah, got a bunch of army units down here. Let's go for it, get round them. Okay, if they're going to pull back, let's use the time to expose their flank maybe. Yeah, perfect, the men are moving in. Oh, these guys don't have any shots left, but I guess let's just keep them for now out of the fight. They don't need to be sending men in. These guys still have a bit of shot, so let's keep them up, keep them close. These guys get in, see what they can do. You're going to come in from the back of these men here. Yeah, there we go, with the charge as well and the spears being tossed. I mean, look at them go. Okay. Maybe it's time that we silence the ships. Let's pull them back, pull them away from port so we don't just hit our own men a lot here. But they've done a great work at probably destroying the morale of our enemy here. Yeah, we got the Velite is actually fighting hand-to-hand combat here, which I think is going to be very important to this whole thing. Looks like they are routing now. Yeah, that looks like that's the last few units have routed. Is that another ballista shot coming in? Yeah, it is mid-air. Was that from there? It looks like it might have been. But there we go, another huge victory for our men. Close victory. I mean, close is a bit of a stretch. We lost less than half of what they did, but you know, I guess that makes sense. We did lose a lot more than we have in other battles, and it looks like we're probably going to have to get more troops out to cover those losses that we've just taken. Okay, so there we have it. We have made our conquest into Thracia. We've started our push. Well, we've taken out the Macedonian land too. And now that leaves us with a very powerful looking enemy out of the Spartans, out of Hellas, who have full control of the region. So we're going to need to prepare our armies, heal them up a little while, and then we will march down and see if we can't take out the Spartan forces that reside down there.